Hi guys, good evening. Hi Sanjay. Hi Bajwa Shah. Hi Radhika. Hi Delta Bravo. Hi Devinder. Hi Vikas. Hi Ike. Hi Cool. Hi Prakash. Hi Kamal. Sat Shri Akal. Good evening. What is this? I don't know what's happening. Last few days, there are some issues with Think or Swim. All right, guys. Hi Lalita. Hi Kulwant. Hi Vishal. Hi Mr. Chauhan. Raghu. Shri. Good evening, guys. I hope you had all a good day. Market was a little choppy and couldn't break on the higher side, couldn't break on the downside either. Almost reached a choppy zone, high height. So let's see how we go there. But my only concern is that market is reaching an area where it is uh, finding the yield to go higher, and which is something which I do not want. Yields are like, if you look at TLT, it's a TLT is like 89 now. It broke down. It broke down with some massive downside. If I extend this to the right, it exactly is at an area where if it bounces, it should hold here. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for market to sustain. This is getting a little trickier for the market because as we expected, from 1st of October, we have student loans back, we have credit card failure, we have bankruptcies, everything is piling up. And we are going to have a shutdown. People are just taking it lightly, but we're going to have shutdown, and that is going to impact. Until now, I never said that shutdown will impact the market, but this time it will, because everything is falling in place around a time where it should not. If shutdown happens, we are going to see some really, really bad uh, downside on the market. So in this case, if we have to draw some Fibonacci just to figure out where we can bounce or where we can do a continuation or something. So let's start. I would like to start. Yep, I'll draw a regression. I already have regression channel. Let me add an extension. I would add extension right from this point. Go back here. And go back right there. So since it is falling, and just want to make sure if it is fine. Yes, we were finding support at 38, finding support at 61, and then got rejected all the way to 100, all the way to 100 right there. So this doesn't look nice to me. We could actually go to 86. 86 is an area where we could actually find support on TLT. So if I go to 5-year month, yep, this is something is going to be really bad. We are almost there, like 89. If we do not bounce from here, I think we are in trouble. We are in big, big trouble. Hi Manu, hi Jeremy, hi Rahul, hi Delta. You deleted something. Hi Ashok, hi Sonu. So guys, I would be very cautious here. If market does not bounce here, or if TLT does not recover at least to fill this gap, which it has created, like now we have some massive gaps on TLT. We have gaps, gaps, and gaps. At least I want a back test. If it fills that and continues down, that's okay. But I still want a back test because now, uh, last we did a back test was right here, 10 days back, and since then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 candles we are away, and we are away almost like $3 on TLT, which is not good. So let's just keep an eye on the market. Hi Deepak, thank you Delta for giving me a shout. Uh, just now, if you see, uh, we have open, high and low. That's in my watch list. 43.82, 43.82, and 14.949, 14.949. You can see they are equal. Okay. Now, if you follow my strategy, open equals to high, you could have shorted this right away, and now you are 20 points in the back. So now I've explained that multiple times. Yields are going higher and TLT is inverse of yields, is the price. So if TLT is going lower, it means yields are going higher. Higher yields are negative for the market. Hi Pradeep Paji, Sat Sri Akal. 14,949, 14,949. If you went short, you could have made money. But it's gone. Let's start from the scans. Let's start from inside day first. Let's give 20 tickers a size. Apple, Amazon, inside day. So today Amazon showed some strength and Apple did not. So for its ID inside day, Amazon is inside day. Uber team, DDox, Splunk. Splunk, I think it should not be trading anymore. Team, yeah. So nothing more. Let's look at bullish candle patterns. Again, nothing. Anything on the bearish candle patterns? None. 12 and 34 scan on daily time frame. None. 34 crossing 12. Okay. So Amazon is negative now. It's 34 crossing 12. Pan W Rivian. So we'll look at Pan W and Rivian. All right, so let's start. Hi, Uberino. So let's start from ES. So guys, ES, again, we talked about 4382. Market has tried today, even in the after hours, they cannot clear 4382, which is the 23.6 Fibonacci area. It is a solid support. This could have been really good if it could have crossed 43.95 and gone higher. If that happened, it would have given market some meaningful respite. And yes, there is a possibility we may bounce. But as of now, it did not. And if it did not, it almost came, made a new low, 43.38, but still did not fill the gap. I think it needs to fill that gap. It may try in one attempt towards 43.95, at least one more time. because that's my next Fibonacci area from previous cycle, 4395. So unless and until I cross this, there's no point going long. So today I went short on Microsoft and CVNA. I recommended long on Amazon and CAT. Amazon and CAT worked really nice, but my CVNA also worked nice. Microsoft tried, failed, then like uh, performed really well. So in my sheet, again, it's sell on rise. We are already down to 43, 60 right now. I do not want to take a new shot at this time. I would like it to bounce a little bit so that I can make a shot. But this time, because you see, we are not making high rise. This is high 1, high 2, which is lower, high 3, high 4, high 5, or in fact, H0 if H minus 1. So 7, we are making lows, 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 and lows. 7 days back to back, we have made lower highs and lower lows, which is never a sign of a strong market. Every rise has been sold. So that's why the importance of 4382 to 4395 is really, really high. If we cannot break above this, it will act as a resistance. And if we are at resistance, we will find the next support, which is around 40 to 80 area. So be careful in trying longs. Market looks really strong sometimes, like give you 10, 20 points all of a sudden. But just remember a very simple theory in stock market. You will face resistance. You will go back and find support. Once you find the support, you will try to break the resistance. This is all what technical trading is. Right now, we are struggling with the resistance. So it will be very difficult to try longs unless overnight something happens and we change, may go up to 4380. That will do something positive. But as of now, we have seen some significant resistance from 4382 area. So from my level, I still want to go long above 4395 and it's head and shoulders. I will also mention 7 lower lows, lower high. If it rises 4375, I'll be looking to short, but not at 4360. I may try a like if again, if we do not make a new low tomorrow, and just remember these words because it's not easy to write all this stuff. If I do not, or if ES do not make a new low tomorrow, that means it's a fake breakdown and we are trying to go and backtest 4430 area. Okay, so be careful on if we do not make a new low. Let me just move this right here so that I do not get notifications. Hi, Roy. All right, so levels are same. 4395, 4431. Only changes we have this. Only, and you can try if we do not make a new low, only go long. If we get a fake breakdown to 430 and then bounce above 4350. Momentum is still 60-40. I'm not changing that. The levels are fine. Hi, Nilesh bhai, good evening. Let me log out here. It's going to just ping, ping, and ping. Okay, let's look at the book map. You can clearly see the value of 4382. It is really, really solid area. So if we are able to breach it on a higher end, that will give us some serious strength. Okay, so let's look at the book map. So right now, if I look, this area 4360 to 4370 is an area where we have resistances. Come on, team. Ah, 4360 area where we have some sellers, not significantly like big sellers. They are selling opportunities right there around 4365, 4370 area. And again, this is not a massive number. If in the morning we can break above this, we can try to test 4382. And if we clear that, then I think until 4430, I don't see. 4400 is the first area. Again, you see there is no orange line. These are yellow lines. So there are sellers, but not significant sellers. Once we clear 4400, nothing. On the downside, 4350, we have some support, but again, the main crux of area is 4360 to 4370. That's why I do not want to try long or short at this time. All right. Let's go to NQ then. NQ again, like same thing. We are making newer lows, from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lows, 7 lower lows, and 7 lower highs. Now, one thing again, something which I believe number 26 is a very unlucky number. Tomorrow we have 926. Okay. And usually either will have a down move and then an up move. It will be a difficult, extremely difficult day to trade tomorrow. So there may be a change in trend. I'm just thinking it loud based on the numbers. On the level point of view, we are still far away from the EMAs. So 15140, it's trying to hold 14835, that area which is making head and shoulders. It is not yet confirmed on NQ because it's holding this 14830. Now, if it bounces and goes above, then it's a separate story. But otherwise, you can count double of 13, yes. But now I want short on NQ only below 1835. 15835. I do not want to, because today we had some strength in Apple, we had strength in Meta, we had seen strength in Tesla, Amazon, Google, Nvidia. So I will not sell on rise. I will sell below if it breaks 15835. And my stop loss will be 15875. Hi, Raj. And in case we do break below this, first area will be 15740, 15 740, and then 14 740, and the gap here is 687 and 611, 687, 14, 687, 611. So we need a confirmation below this area. If you want to try buy, you can try a buy. I would say above 900, and stop loss will be 14,850. These are the two areas. Delta Bravo, it totally depends what's the momentum in the market. If they are above, if they're basing, then I go higher. I try to enter based on the high Kenichi candles at that point on ES. If they are showing me strength, I will go. Even if it is a first break, second break, third break, or a retest. So, Kulwant Baji, I've already shared about September thing, but I had some macroeconomic data for that, not just a period. I've done a couple of sessions on that. If you get time, please have a look on them. All right, so head and shoulders needs confirmation. Again, it's a 7 lows. I'm going to mention this. 7 lower lows, lower highs. Possibly 8 may change it. Triple Q. Same thing, 350, 750 is holding. It's bouncing every time it's right there. Okay. So from a level point of view, I think the levels are very, I think identical. There's no change in the levels. If you want to go long, these are longs. And if you want to go short, you can go short. So tomorrow I'll give 50-50 because there's equal chance. We may find some change in the trend tomorrow. Again, TLT is really, really oversold. If it cools off somehow, then we will see a bounce. Otherwise, ES, NQ, and triple Q, the levels are all good. Apple was holding really well, and it backtested 12 EMA. It's not able to cross 12 EMA. It tried. It's actually making a morning star, which is really good if you want to consider it. Again, this will not come as a scan as a morning star, but this is a morning star. So I am reducing Apple to neutral, and I am trying. See, if it breaks 173, it's a short, but as of now, it's holding 173. So I'm going to change Apple. I'm going to try long in the Apple above 177.30. Buy above 177.30. We'll keep very small stop loss 176.90 area. If it does 179.75, I just need this gap to fill before we can move down. 179.75 and then this gap, which is 181.50. And you see, in last few days, I have not marked anything in blue because the market is so difficult to figure out anything. So if it breaks below, go short for 167. It's also inside day. So there's a possibility we might have an inside day up. That's why I'm including this 177.3. AMD found some level of support. Again, I should mention Morningstar here. Morningstar on daily, inside day up, or M on weekly, inside day down. Morningstar point is green. AMD. AMD is a bullish engulfing today. If you want to call this a hammer, you can. Morningstar is a bullish pattern where we determine the change of trend. You can do these basics very easily by Googling. So today AMD did a bullish engulfing, and it may try to fill this gap and try to test the 12 EMA, because it kind of covered half the body, not the entire body, to give me a solid case of a Morningstar. So in this case, I will call this as a bullish engulfing. We have MU numbers this week. Maybe it will show some level of strength, but right now it's showing positive. So keeping 96 as my stop loss. By above 97.50 for 99.50 and 101.20. And you can sell it below, again, because it's 7 days back to back sell. If there's a bounce, we should see a bounce on AMD. Amazon break above 131, and it's inside day. Amazon trying to find a base right there, filled this gap which was created after the earnings. It totally filled that gap and is holding now totally. This was the last time. So this area 130, unless and until we lose this, we are going to have some solid momentum into Amazon. Amazon previously used to come to 130, 130, 60 right here, and then got rejected. So we are right there at that line. So I want Amazon to cross that and then go higher. So Amazon is again neutral for me when I am trying buy. Like I've already mentioned, buy above 131. I'm going to continue that. Buy above 131.80. Stop loss 130.6. Target is there's gap fill, so 134.65, which is a good area, 134.65. And then if you want to take in between 133 area, let's take 133 area. 134.65 and 133.25. And I will also mention that yes, sell below 130 for 120 area. Okay, it's an inside day up 30, and negative point was 34 crossing, 34 crossing 12. So first 2 points are negative, so I'm going to mark them in red. And inside day up. So Amazon is right there. Baba, I wanted 87 to hold. It closed right there on 87.25. It opened and then bounced. Right now, let me just check uh, on Chinese market. Where is my phone? There's my phone. Chinese market. Hong Kong is about 100 points down, and Baba is green there. So I think if it holds 87.25, it crosses 87.75, I'm happy to try long on Baba. So the levels for Baba is same, nothing changed. Let's reduce, it's taking so much space. Caterpillar was one of the tickers which started the move. It's again setting up a morning star. All I need is a push a little higher. So it's bullish. Yes, it's kind of a morning star, potential morning star, I would say. So bull flag, only sell below weekly. So yes, so everything is right there. Stop loss is this one. If you want to buy near 272, 275. It has really high potential to cross 277, 281. 77.30. If market needs to bounce, Boeing and Caterpillar will come out this time. CRM broke down. It went and tested this area. Now, this is kind of a hammer at the bottom. From 225, hammer at the top, now hammer at the bottom. So this is telling me I made a low of 204 and then bounced. If I hold 275, I should go back and test this one. So in this case, again, neutral, the sell on rise like is done, and it's a hammer today. Hammer, sell below 204.75. Hammer positive. Just imagine hammer, like if you use the Thor hammer at the bottom, it will only jump higher. Mahesh, if you want to review this, come on live when I will share the Zoom link. Come and share your charts and I will help you. Stop loss is 204.75. Now, in this case, I want to buy near 205 to 6. In this range, I want to buy, and my area is 2925. I want a back test, just to be honest, 211, 230. Trend has not changed, but I'm just looking to back test. If we can get a back test, that will be really good. Crowd was showing some strength. It's actually now piling up as an evening star, because now it has big red candle, dodgy, and a breakdown here. So if we lose 159 tomorrow, crowd can go for the gap well. So right now, crowd, I was positive it's not holding that area, and it was an inside day as well. So I would say it's back testing this area. So if it holds 159.60, I'm reducing crowd to neutral. 159.6. That's the 12 EMA. Buy above 161. 163.60. And then 168. I would say back tested both 12 and 34 EMAs. Back test is like reset or retest. Now, if fails 159, it becomes evening star. Target 149. That should be in red. So whatever is in front of us is we are trading. ITSI is one stock which is slowly grinding up, and I mentioned yesterday that if it comes into this area, it should try and test 65, 66 area. So from 63, it has reached to 65. I think now 63.75 will become a really good space. So ITSI, I'm just adding it positive, increasing the stop loss to 63.75 and buy near 64, 65. If it comes in this region, buy this. Google, again, Google is bullish engulfing, held 130.66. Google. So Google, I would simply say sell below 130.65, and it went down when it was below 130. Again, when we are trading, I try to pick up stocks which are in momentum, which are showing some relative strength. If they do, then its probability of trading is better. It's bullish engulfing. Again, market is down considerably right now, but looking in the morning, we'll see if we can regain the momentum, because all the stocks were showing some strength, and we have seen some substantial cool off in the market. So a retest is necessary. Okay, and retest will provide some level of strength into the market. And that strength, you can exit longs or start adding shorts at that time. 44.30 is something I'm expecting. Now, in this case, because 130.66 was held, 130.65 was held. Let's try go above. Let's look in the past. This area 131.50. So 131.50 by above 131.50. Target is 132.50 and 132.5 and 134. You will see I'm showing buy in many of these stocks, but they are neutral because these stocks have shown some level of strength. So tomorrow I'm going a little positive minded that yes, if we do not make a new low, we will definitely bounce. Just keep that in mind. If we are not making a new low, we are not breaking 43.50, we will bounce. We will bounce towards 43.95. At that point, we may see some selling, but not at this time. Meta, I really don't know what to do with Meta. So Meta is above 312 EMA both. It's every time it comes and it fails and it bounces. Meta is like really strong. Why Meta is strong? Because Meta is totally on cash. It has no issues with interest rate hikes, or it has least debt. That's why Meta is strong. So as of now, Meta is showing some substantial strength. Let's take that into consideration and try long if Meta goes above 350. It has consolidated a lot in this area, 300. So if it breaks out, 299.20, it will be massive. Now, 305 first target, 307.35. Sell below 299.20. I don't think Meta is undervalued for me, TJ. Meta is still at 700. It's still fine. I would not say it's cheap. It's not like very cheap. It's relatively cheaper to own, but we need to see how things are piling up for Meta. So Microsoft has a hammer now. Plus, I saw for Microsoft we had some call buying happening into the weekly, and that too like big dollar numbers. And also we have a 400 million dark pool at 317.54, which is some serious dark pool. 400 million. If we open above 317.50, you know we are going to go higher. So let's be watchful. If we see something higher on Microsoft tomorrow, and I see right there combination of dark pool, and we also had 330 calls for next week, 4,000 calls for this week, 315 calls for next week. They all came around the same price, 330, 331, 316 area. Okay. And this was a put spread, put calendar spread, which was sold. So somebody, no, it's a butterfly, not spread. Yes, it's a butterfly. So taking into all this, like 323, 2320. So considering all this, I think we are going to see some level of strength into Microsoft. But again, it totally depends at 8:30 or 9:30 in the morning. So I'm marking it as neutral. It is holding 315 like anything today. It didn't went down. It didn't went higher. So it's a hammer for me. So hammer at bottom. Raj, I shared yesterday that I was short right now around this area, and Microsoft was relatively weak compared to the entire market. Like when market was making newer highs, Microsoft was not, and its open and high were almost same. And from there, it went on to make low. Like it opened at 317 and it remained in a very tight range. Let's see. Hammer for me. I'll take 315 as my stop loss. I want to buy above dark pool area 317.55. And then I want to see cross this 321, 325. 321, 325. So that's hammer. Oh, no. I'll mark this as positive. Also, big option flow. Let me also check the volume of 1.3 million, 3982. 11,000. 62% was buying on the ask. Hardly any. Okay, 786, 1126. Let's see if it works out tomorrow. Again, it's a 400 million dark pool. If we get a massive move up, I will not be surprised. Maybe something in the news tomorrow for Microsoft. I don't know. But something is there. Netflix. Netflix finally made a higher low and higher high. It's inside day. So if we can break above 386, I think Netflix will move. So neutral and buy above 336. I want to bring that back. See, that's the reason, like all of them are showing me buy because of the current charts. Tomorrow morning, if futures goes down, it becomes difficult. If we break above 387, we should be looking at 392.50, 396. No newer lows. ServiceNow never broke below, made higher highs. So it's kind of a bottoming for ServiceNow. So 559, top loss should be 554. I'm going to keep ServiceNow 2 rows. I'm going to copy it. And insert. Why I'm doing ServiceNow 2 rows? Because ServiceNow can move really big. Buy above, buy I would say near 557. If market shows strength, ServiceNow can actually move really strong. And it is a stock which is like under traded. So if market moves, it can actually move. Nvidia closed at 420 and above, and it's a clear morning star. Nvidia is a morning star. Back test is must. Stop loss is force. Now stop loss is like 420. If you can get buy near 420 Nvidia in the morning, you should be great. I'll say Morningstar. Anything which is Morningstar is solid. So I'm going to give this a blue one. And 30% on the downside. Again, for all these, what I'm expecting a backtest of 4431. So all these stickers will push the backtest for me. Tesla, I think Tesla levels remains right there. Hammer at the bottom. So hammer at the bottom. $247.50 and higher. 254, 257. 254, 257, 60, 40. That's Tesla, no change like this. It's like practically the same level. UNH started to move today, made a high, but again, like we have ascending wedge on UNH. If it comes a little lower, I would like keep this buy near 500, be aggressive on its buying. So all in all, unless we lose, yes, TJ, I expect this back testing to be done, because if back testing is done, it gives that yes, all the supply is accepted by the market and it can take its direction further. That's why these are really, really important. Market does not like go all the time in a single direction in a straight line. It goes chop, 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 and then drops. Chop, 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 and drops. So in between, it will always give you a area to go long. But for UNH, I would say expect 550, 560, and then go long. Yes, TJ, that's really possible. Last one is V. Now, V will have an impact. V is about to break down. I want V to break down 235, 236. Maybe it bounces to sell and rise. Sell and rise towards 235, 230, 228. Yeah. That's it, guys. So this is the list. I'm going to share the Zoom link with you all. Please come over. If you have any charts, if you have any discussion, we'll talk. I would see how many people join, and if you will join, we'll discuss. Otherwise, there's no point in the discussion. I want you to actually show some charts and discuss. In between, let me just grab a glass of water and then you can join the link. Please come over. Yes, sir.
Yes, Naval bhai, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, Naval bhai. Two stocks which are going in different directions. SMCI, can you take a look? What do you think?
Yeah, SMCI, I even tried long on Friday. It did not move. It's a
आज तो move किया ना?
It moved really big, but again, uh, It will move with the direction of MU. So today it was a massive move up.
Okay.
It's a morning star, so it's positive.
Do you expect the up move to continue, or?
It should. Like usually Morningstar work out well, but if it fails, I would be surprised.
Okay, so we can expect around to backtest 34, the red line, right?
At least 265, yes.
Okay, bhai, theek hai. And secondly, bhai, on the negative side, Moderna, mRNA, what do you see it doing?
It's failing really badly. It's failing really badly. Unless there is something on the COVID, it's not going to move.
But ये जो 95 level है इसका, this is like multi-year support. So wanted to ask, is it a good level to for
avoid
it to
Moderna.
reverse?
If you want to try long, avoid Moderna.
Avoid Moderna. Okay, what are the levels you see on the downside then, please?
It can go to single digits.
Single?
Because of COVID, it went higher. Otherwise, there's nothing in it. Is used to be $11 stock.
You are saying below $10?
Yes. There's nothing left in Moderna.
Okay. Avoid Moderna. Okay, what are the levels you see on the downside then, please?
It can go to single digits. MP, mute yourself.
Single?
Yeah, it's a simple diagram. When you're speaking only at your turn, you unmute. Otherwise, go ahead, soon.
Yeah, so by just levels, I was asking you technical, what do you see on Moderna? That's all I have.
Moderna, I don't see anything positive unless there's nothing left here. Unless it takes out like 105, I don't want to touch it. It's not showing anything.
Thank you, bye.
All right. We have 3 more people. Anyone else? You can raise your hand and speak one by one. Yes, Casey, go ahead. You can unmute yourself.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, no, no. Oh, can you take a look at Affirm? AFRM?
It went parabolic and now it's getting busted parabolic. But this is the area where 2 times it got stuck, and today we had a bounce right from this area. So area number 1, area number 2. So I would say it's a back test. If it can take above 2021, it will resume.
Resume higher or lower?
It's higher.
Okay.
But if it fails here, like if I put a $sign right there, just to check the value. If it loses 1955 on the closing basis, it's a failed breakout.
Yeah.
But it depends on the consumer sentiment and as well as on the credit card issues. Because if people are not able to pay them back, they are going to be really, really in a difficult state.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, I'm just looking for a balance, like maybe $2, maybe to, what's that, 12 EMA or whatever you have on the green line.
Yeah, it could do a back test 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they're fundamentally screwed. But that's further out.
I think with Amazon backing them up, that's the only reason it went parabolic from like, I had the earnings calls, like $18 calls, and I sold them and lost like 500 of them. And then boom, it never looked back.
Yeah, they're a buy now, pay later name. They're basically unsecured lending, right? So
yep.
I mean,
there's no collateral at all.
Yeah. But yeah, the fundamentals are horrible. Just like bankruptcies are rising, like auto payments are
Yes.
behind.
That's the concern.
Yeah.
That bankruptcies is rising, but this is again at the retailer side, not at the high end. So
Yeah.
if retailers start to fail on the payments on the mortgages, this will
Yeah,
make a single
they're
wave.
yep.
All right. So Mahesh, in case you have anything else,
Maybe one more just DraftKings DKNG.
DKNG will work in this situation.
Yeah, I'm
Buy
looking
it.
to
Buy it.
Hmm,
When the economic conditions are bad, betting is always on.
yeah, but they're still consumer discretionary.
It is consumer discretionary, but consumers will put more money into betting during this period.
Thanks.
So if you're looking, and this is the hammer right at the bottom. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm not a. I mean, if anything, I was more short on this, but I just think I mean they're winning share, but I mean it's more of the. I think that balance is kind of more football driven, and then they're probably gonna come back in just in line with the market, but see how it
I would
goes.
say if you, because I do not trade DKNG since a few years, this
Yeah,
is a good time to add.
interesting.
See,
Sure. Take a
when
look.
people are short of money, they want to try to get the quick money, and betting is one of them. That's why I'm so confident. If we are in recession, this is a recession-proof stock. It will always work.
I mean, how's that any different from MGM or LVS then?
They will also work.
Not sure about that, but all right.
But see again, MGM is not only a casino or a resort. They have so many things. DKNG only depends on mobile app on pure betting on the sports game. So it's like pure betting. In
Yeah.
MGM, you have resorts, you have food, you have beverages. There's other aspects of creating revenue. Here is totally betting.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just sharing it from my experience. I have seen these things holding really solid during these kind of things. It
Sense.
may not fall relatively compared to the market, and when market starts to base, this will be the first one to bounce. If I put it this way.
Yeah, this is more of like a 3 to 5 day time frame kind of thing, right? Like I don't think fundamentals have any impact outside of earnings for kind of where we are. But
I'm not saying like it's a short-term trade, it's a long-term trade. If
yeah,
you
if you're
buy like
talking,
next
yeah,
year or something,
yeah,
you will
that's
have
further out.
okay.
Thanks.
No problems. Yes, go ahead, Mahesh. You can unmute yourself.
Hey, thanks for hosting. So can you review COHR and UPST later, please? COHR.
So I do not even see. If you see, it's actually making a big megaphone. It's bouncing from here. Possibly it may test 35, 36 area. Possible.
Yeah, my average is around like 29. I saw on that was a support, which I said when I buy it.
Now you should, like 32 is your line threshold. If it loses 32, you need to exit. If it's whole or if you want to be a little like conservative, maybe 31 if you want to keep stop loss.
I see. Okay, got it.
31 stop loss, and then let it go and test. And you can also, like when you are doing investment, just change your candles to high Kenichi candles and just check. This is the first flat base. A green candle. Unless you see a wick like this, just hold your position. For this, it's telling me the stop loss is 30.50, which is still higher than your price, but it gives you a little more wiggle room, 30.50.
Nice. Okay, got it.
And
Thank
do
you.
not sell until the flat base changes.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
it has lost EMAs since August, and this is the first attempt to breach it. So if it works out, it will work out really well.
I see. Okay, got it. Another one is UPST. Yeah.
I don't. It's like a firm. It totally depends on consumer sentiment. So if tomorrow consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock comes bad, this will get busted.
Mhm.
Any news on credit card loans, like missed payments, retail bankruptcies or something, this will go down.
Mhm. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yes, MP
I
Singh,
have-
Hi, Naval, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, Naval, I'm relatively new to stock market and very new to this channel, but I'm learning a lot from your channel. So thank you so much.
No problems.
Yeah, I have one question. I know it will be very basic as compared to other participants here. And I follow your instructions, and I'm also watching your technical, videos on your YouTube channel. But I have just one question. I couldn't kind of put all the pieces together. The ES analysis that you do, the Fibonacci levels, I was drawing those Fibonacci levels myself, but I couldn't match those levels. If
You will
want,
not match them because I created those levels at one point in the history. You are creating them now. So these are like mathematical equations.
Mhm.
They will only match if you go back in the time on the same date, use the same point, only then you're going to have the same levels.
Okay.
Otherwise not. And that's why, like, when I create Fibonacci levels, I do not delete them. They will be there. Like if you see, for example, this chart, I created this level in May of 2022.
Gotcha.
And since then, I have not changed them.
No,
So
do you mind sharing when did you create that ES level? I'm just trying to learn these technical things, and I watch your
I can share, but you will not be able to catch them.
Okay.
There's so many Fibonacci's on my screen. I don't know which one is yours and which one you're looking.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I do not use a specific time frame. I go back to 5 years. I have shared a technique which you can follow. Like I do regression channels, and within regression channels, I create Fibonacci. And it is going to take at least 6 months to 8 months to catch how to draw these correctly. Putting these lines all together, it's a simple deal. But where to put them, how to test them, it requires practice. So once you start, there's a video where I've shown how to define this regression channel and how to use the Fibonacci within the regression channel. Try that and do a lot of testing. Then you will feel comfortable in your levels.
Okay.
All right. So it's like when you start learning the driving, you do not get to drive right away. You do your driving, you spend time with somebody who knows, and then you drive somewhere in the basic roads or open roads where there's like less traffic, and then you go to driver license. And once you have that, only then you jump onto the motorway or highway. Same thing is here. You need to test, first of all, how to set up regression channel, how to find the direction, and how then to use a Fibonacci on the regression channel. This is the combination of regression channel and Fibonacci, which makes these levels very, very nice. And I do not delete them. If they are there, they are there.
Thank you, Naval.
No problems. Yes, Justin.
Unmute. Hey, how you doing, Naval?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Can you take a peek at IWM? That filled a gap down end of last week, and today it left a gap on the way up. I think it looks like it's got potential for upside tomorrow.
It should. It should.
yes.
It has filled the gap, and it's kind of a back tested this range, where it was finding some, like, you can see this area. It was finding the support. Then once it lost the support, it went down and held resistance,
Mm-hmm.
and then it went higher. Now it's coming back. Did a back test again, and bounced right from that zone. Should see 181s maybe this week or early next week.
Yeah.
So again, 4431 is my ES number, and 15140 on Nasdaq. It should coincide with 181 on IWM.
Mm-hmm. Would you wait for a small pullback before you entered, or go right in? You know, just basically watching price action. I think it's probably going to move up for the rest of the week.
I think so. Again, I want, if it opens around 4350 area tomorrow, so I can load. If it does, then I'll be more than happy.
Yeah.
And my stop loss is very simple. And that's what I wrote here. If we get a fake breakdown, we bounce, let's go long. Because all these stocks are showing me strength in long. Like if Apple is strong, Amazon is strong, Google is strong, Meta is strong, Microsoft is strong, why would ES go down? Nasdaq go down?
Yeah. Probably not going to happen.
Exactly, because these are major components. So if these components are strong, my ES should remain strong.
IWM is energy, right? Or it's the Russell. Sorry, I'm mixing up. It's the Russell.
IWM
2000.
is Russell, yes.
Yeah, Russell. Yes. So it should move with all the big players.
It should, it's a high beta. If big players are moving, it should move more. Like if they're 0.5% up, it should move 2%. It has filled the gap.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely on the watch list for tomorrow. Thanks, Naval.
Yep. So no small caps, no, not really. Casey, what do you mean by that? Okay. Sonu, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah. Naval bhai, you had
Yes.
mentioned PA and W in the beginning, but I think you forgot that.
No, I did not.
Okay. I thought you
just
wanted to
showed
add
that
it
in
to
the
your
scan.
list.
No, I did not want to.
Okay.
Mahesh, this sheet is available on Twitter.
Oh,
There's
is it? Okay.
nothing here. It's simply
sounds
that
good.
there's no formulas here. I will copy
Okay.
paste this sheet on Twitter.
Okay, I'll check it. Thank you.
All right, guys, it's 11:30. Time to sleep. Hopefully, market should give us a positive day tomorrow. And my thing is, if we get a dip, let's go long on that. If we fill 43.25, that will be amazing. If we don't, that will confirm that yes, there is some bullish strength left. Again, remember, 26 is a date which will behave in an unwidely manner. That's my experience. I don't like 26. All right, take care. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Naval bhai.
Thank you. Thank you.